What's going on, everybody? Captain Granite here, and let's talk about the Drift 4K. So welcome back. If you're a returning subscriber, if you're new, welcome. And so I want to talk about the Drift 4K that I have on my my helmet right here. I've been using this now since May. I've been using it since May. And I've got a few people asking me, how I like it. And you know what? I like it. I really do like it. So I want to tell you why I like it. So I've only ever used a GoPro once, and that was a GoPro Hero 3. It wasn't the Plus either. It was like the first one to come out. And maybe I didn't understand all the setups and stuff like that, but like I had it plugged in, I had it good to go on the helmet, and it just beep, recording, but it's like every 10 seconds I get a beep, beep, beep. It's like, knock it off. Like, what the hell? Like, I thought I had it in video tagging mode. I didn't. It wanted to beep. No idea why. So I can't really go on the, why GoPro, why I don't like GoPros, just because I never really used them. So the Drift Ghost 4K is not the first drift camera I've had. I had the Drift Ghost S for 3 years. I mean, ever since I started motovlogging, I had that up until this year. Is when I made a switch. So I made the switch because I wanted a little bit higher quality of sound and a little bit higher quality in the video, which I believe I've gotten. I think I've gotten it pretty damn good. Now, don't get me wrong, the Ghost S is still one of the best cameras that Drift has. So the S wasn't bad. I mean, it did 1080p at, I think it was 30 frames per second. I think that was the highest it would go to. Now, the 4K will do, as it says, 4K. And I want to say it's 30 frames per second, but I think I'm wrong on that. I think it's 25 frames per second. No, the field of view, I have 140 degrees, I believe it is. And the great thing about the Drift 4K Ghost 4K, you know what, I'm going to swap those throughout this entire video. Whatever I say, it's a Drift 4K, whatever. So, actually, this one has video stabilization, but it only works at 1080p, and I think it's down to like 30 frames per second or 60 frames per second, which, I mean, 60 frames per second is not bad, but the field of view goes from 140 to 115. What's 115 to 140? It's not very much, but where it's positioned on my helmet, it's just enough to make me not use it. So this is, like, my setting right now is 1080p, 60 frames per second. And I could bump it up to 120 frames per second, but I don't do a lot of like the slow motion stuff, so I don't really need to do that. I think 60 frames per second is the best quality I can do, and plus that's pretty much all my editor will do. The editing software that I currently use is Adobe Premiere Elements, which is you don't have to pay month to month. It's a one-time fee and you get to use it. And look at all those chickens. If you guys don't know that clip, it's a little girl that says, look at all those chickens, and they're geese. So the reason why I like the Drift camera most is the actual design of the camera. I like the flush finish against my helmet. I don't know if I can... Let me get to a part where there's no cars coming at me so I can look in the mirror and see my sexy mug. Oh yeah. Can you see that? I don't know if you can see that. That sign is free. This guy's on my side of the road. Can I see? Can you see it in the camera? See it in the? Yeah, see it in the camera. See it in the thing, the mirror. This guy gonna wave to me? He did. Everyone's waving to me today. I love it. Okay, so I like the flushness, the flushness of the camera. It's almost like it's a part of the helmet. GoPro, man, those clouds suck. Okay, so GoPro, you have like this big square cube block that's either in front of your helmet, like right here on the chin, which I can't do, or you have this big robotic arm thing holding it out to the side, or like some other people do for whatever reason. They have it fucking Teletubbied on top of their head. By the way, this channel is not, I guess PG-13. No, it's mature rated. I should say it's mature rated. I'm gonna swear. Am I gonna bleep it out? I mean, if I get on a wild tangent, I'm gonna bleep it out. I mean, maybe I'll bleep it out. I mean, for right now, I don't have to. So, you'll catch a swear here and there. I'm no saint. So, anyway, Teletubbied on the head. I don't know why you do that. Looks stupid. Cut it out. I mean, the drift camera, I bought the extended battery on it. I mean, the regular battery would hold a charge. Obviously, the battery holds charges. But it would probably last me the day, if that. You know, maybe 2 hours of recording. And that's lucky. That's actually reasonably lucky. It'd be flashing at like 2 hours, like you need to change me. Change my diaper. Anyway, never mind that. The extended battery I got, this thing lasts 9 hours. 1080p, 60 frames per second, lasts me 9 hours. You know how weird it is going home from recording? You know, I record when I go to work, I record when I go home. I don't have to charge it. I can leave it. And it's ready for the next ride. It's ridiculous. Like, why? That's just weird. I want to charge it. So I really love the battery life of this extended battery. It's really good. Like, I'm not joking. Now, the video quality, I think I have okay quality. I mean, for 1080p, 60 frames, you know, it's good quality. I like it. It fits my needs, and it has the capability, so if I ever get really good at editing, I can bump it up to that 4K. Now, there's other cameras out there like that DJI, whatever they call it. That one's not bad. I heard the video stabilization's a little wonky, but the battery life is really good. But from all the people that I've seen buy it, you know, a couple of the motovloggers, they either love it or they've already returned it. So that goes to say something. You know, there's something up with that camera. You know, it's hit or miss, 50-50, you know. But for me, I love drift cameras, and don't get me wrong, I'm not being sponsored for this video. Why on earth would they ever sponsor someone like me? The GoPros, they're GoPro. It's the Nike of action cameras. You know, you're paying for the name, and they're just getting shittier and shittier as the years go on. You look back at the old GoPro Hero 4 Black. Oh, people still use it. They love it. It's amazing. Holler is thinking of going back to it from the 7. I mean, it's just so awful that GoPro is making all these changes, and they're literally pushing away from like the motovlogging, like external mic users. You have to use like a separate audio recorder, and I'm not gonna do that. I want to put a camera in, or put a camera on my helmet, plug in a mic, throw it in the helmet, and go. That's what I'm doing. I love it. So if anyone has any questions on this Drift 4K Ghost, I mean, if you're thinking about it or you're thinking about making the change, I believe it's worth it. I think it's a decent camera for the money. I think you're going to get awesome quality on par with GoPro. But yeah, I think this is the camera for motovloggers. And but dude, everyone's waving. I love it. I really do. It's just funny though. He just did the hi. But I'm getting off topic again, and it's gonna happen. So, do I think drift is better than GoPro? In my opinion, yes. That's my opinion. I think you get more out of this camera than you do GoPro. And that's just how it functions for me. I'm used to drift. I mean, I could have the little remote control right here to, you know, hit play to actually record. You can buy, well actually it comes with the Bluetooth remote that connects right to the camera. You can have it right here or on your wrist or what. I wouldn't put it on my wrist, but you can just hit, you know, boop, record, boop, stop. You know, it's awesome. It's a great feature to have. So that's just my take on it. I hope it helps you guys out if you're looking to get a camera to start motovlogging or to change it up. I mean, the one thing that I thought was really cool that Drift just came, well, I don't know if it's out yet or not. I think it is. It's the Drift Ghost XL. It doesn't have 4K. I think the highest it goes is like 1080-30. It's kind of like a newer setup to the Ghost S. Maybe it does 60 frames per second. I could be wrong on this. But it has a 3.5mm external mic jack to put in, which, I want that back so badly. And it actually locks in. You can actually screw the 3.5mm plug in, and it stays. You can't pull it out accidentally. It just stays locked in. What? That's amazing. Do that. Drift 4K XL should have a 3.5mm port in it where I can plug in my mic and screw it in to lock it in. Just lock it in. So, alright guys, I've rambled enough. If you guys got any questions, let me know in the comments below. I think the wind noise isn't too bad. It's mostly my helmet. So, if you like the video, be sure to hit that like button. If you like my channel, hit the subscribe button. It really helps. Now, I'm very close to that 600 mark. I'd really love to hit it. And maybe I've hit it by now when this video gets released. But thank you all for your unbelievable support. And I'll catch you guys on the next one. Captain Grant's out.
Tell me, what makes you so special?
I like to think it's because of my perky nipples.